Hello, my name is Jonathan Schmidt. I'm a registered psychotherapist. I work here in London, Ontario at Family Service Thames Valley. I'm also a couple and family therapist. We've decided to create this video to support families dealing with the current situation with the COVID-19 virus and the social distancing that has us all mostly locked at home. Maybe some people are out working still, so that's important to know that many of you are at home with your children and trying to figure out ways of coping with that. Here at Family Service Thames Valley, we wanted to offer some information and reassurance and some supports for how to get through this time with your family. First of all, it's important to remember that your children all have different developmental needs for information or lack of information. So that's important to recognize that they have a need for information. We don't want your children to be afraid. We do want them to be able to have answers to questions. If they have questions for us and we can answer them with facts, that can help reduce the fear. It's important to be as calm as possible in this time and having those facts ready and just being prepared to respond to questions when our children ask about what's going on. So it's important to reassure our children that this illness is a new kind of virus. It's related to the common cold, but it can also be much more severe than that. And some people can die, and people who are medically vulnerable can die. And so we're choosing to stay at home as a way of helping protect the most vulnerable to reduce the number of people that get the illness at one time. So we just want to stay calm and reassure our children and really think about developmentally appropriate ways of supporting them and answering the questions that they have. I think it's important to not force conversations with our children, but to really wait for them to ask us about their thoughts. It's also really important to be really connected with our children and to create a sense of safety and peace in your home. So that's important to consider making a safe place for your child. Consider talking with them about creating some kind of nook where they would have books or stuffies or snacks or whatever would be important in that place that they can just go to and cuddle and feel safe. It's important to really develop a routine, but to also be flexible with that. It's also important to recognize that there's going to be meltdowns. You might have a meltdown, your children might have meltdowns, and so we want to just anticipate those and be prepared to meet those meltdowns with gentleness and to model that it's okay to be upset. We're trapped at home, or we're struggling because we don't have time with our friends, or whatever the case may be. It's really important in this time to build connection both with our children and with other people. So look for opportunities to read books aloud, to listen to music or to look at art or to play games, to go outside for walks or to exercise, to FaceTime or Skype or have conversations with friends or families. We can play games over the internet or through the phone potentially. So please just give yourself permission to be with your children, to do what they need to do, and to respond, to look for opportunities to do fun things like baking or cooking, engaging in some art or music. It's also important to know that there are formal supports available right now for children and families and adults in your community, wherever that may be. Please consider searching for resources for either the distress line or phone supports or phone counseling. Thank you, and take care of yourself and your families.